So we have this big herd of bighorn sheep here, Garden of the Gods today. Hey people!
Hi.
It's us! Oh my gosh. So we thought we'd do a little check-in video. We are a month away from starting the Arizona Trail Through Hike.
Yeah, just a month and a couple days.
So we've
we
been
are.
training our rear ends off.
We did a nice walk with our packs this morning in Garden of the Gods. Not, just a couple hours with our packs. And then we hiked yesterday for 2.5 hours maybe.
Mm-hmm. So we've had people ask us how we train for a through hike.
Yes.
So we thought we would tell you a little bit about how we do that.
Which we do train. We are not of the belief that you go out there and get in shape as you go.
We try to, our goal is to stay in shape really throughout our lives. So we're never in a hole digging ourselves back up into shape. I've kind of been active my whole life and played basketball, and so I kind of have a background of training for something and strength training and things like that. And Annette has had an active.
I played gin rummy and not so much. I wasn't a sports person.
Yeah, but outdoor
I rode
hiking.
bikes and I got into biking when mountain bikes very first came out in the early 80s. I got into mountain biking.
So we've kind of been active our whole life.
Yeah.
So it's not that, and we enjoy it. So that the physical staying in shape is not hard for us. But we do know as we get older, we don't like get in shape and then take a period of time where we don't do anything and then get in shape again. We don't do that. We try to maintain being in shape.
Right.
So we always have a base. But to get in shape for a through hike, we hike all the time anyway, but you just have to up your game a little bit because you're prepping for long days and day after day of hiking. So we will start doing long hikes. We intermingle long hikes with shorter hikes. We try to get hill climbing in, Colorado, that's easy. You can find some great hikes that's going uphill. We start with our pack being, I kind of start out with my pack being around 17, 18 pounds and then work up to our 25-pound pack or even maybe a few more pounds heavier. But really you're just kind of trying to strengthen your legs and really trying to prevent overuse injuries. So if you slowly build, to me, physical fitness is building blocks. Like you just start light and easy and build up until you've built yourself up to a pretty good base. But
it's really consistency. It's being kind of faithful to your regimen and just saying, okay, well, this is what I'm doing and I'm going to do it pretty much every day. You can miss a day here or there. Like it was so frigid cold, we were like, okay, we're missing a day because we're not going out there.
And we're really good at listening to our bodies. Like rest is important in exercising and getting in shape and doing through hikes and all that stuff. Rest is really, really important. So we do take days off. And really, I kind of listen to my body sometimes where I'm just like, I need a down day, I'm tired. If we go do a big, long hike with our packs and it's a lot of climbing, that next day I might not do a whole lot. Sometimes we'll do something easier. But it's kind of listening to yourself. But a part of that too, we do, so like when we bike, like we're training on our bike. So whatever our plan is, our adventure is, we're just going to build and train on what we're going to be doing so our bodies are ready for it. Right. But anyway, so we do the weight training also. So we do strength training and weight training, which I've done most of my life. When I was playing basketball in high school and college, it was part of it that you kind of did some weight training, you did core exercises. So I've always kind of had that base. And then I have been a member of a gym for 30 plus years. I'd go to a gym most of the time, the YMCA, and would work out.
Yeah, me too. I belonged to the YMCA and did, go in, work out the machines or do free weights or.
And it's really good when you're aging, I think, and really studies have shown to do some weight training and some. It's good for your bones. It's just good to kind of keep yourself moving.
And they always have people. There's always trainers that are available if you don't know a lot about it, you can, they're not that expensive. You can do a couple sessions with the trainer and kind of find your way. And then you can do it on your own, or you can stay with the trainer, whatever works for you.
Yeah, and they have different things. Like there's machinery that you could do lifting on, or you could do free weights, which is like the dumbbells and the weights that you actually add on to the bars or whatever you're using. You could remove them. It's really important to have a good form. It's not so much about how much you're lifting as much as you have a good form. And so that's really, I would recommend people who haven't had a background in weight training is to just go to a gym and have somebody teach you how to use it appropriately, because you really want the right, you could injure yourself. So you really want the right form, and until you get comfortable with it, then you can kind of do it on your own. Annette and I, when we left to full-time RV, we quit the Y because we're traveling. There's times around the country that we'll go into the Y and work out at different places,
exactly.
But we developed our own exercise weightlifting routine in our RV. So we had so much access to different weights, sizes of weights, machines. I like free weights. I've always liked free weights. When we were at the Y, and we could do a lot more than what we do kind of in our trailer. But we have some dumbbells, we have a kettlebell, we have an exercise ball, so we don't have the benches and the big long bars that you use. But we created a workout that we are working our arms and our upper body with weights.
Right. So
and our legs.
We have 3 different weight routines that we do, and we just rotate them. So we do like chest and tris, then the next day we do back and bis, and the next day we do shoulders and legs, and we just keep, moving through those. And then every other day we do our core exercises. See, I've updated now. No more stomach. We do our core exercises, and then we add in foot and ankle exercises, and that seems like.
And we stretch.
Yeah, and it's not really that much time out of your day. It sounds like a lot, but it's not really.
So often we will get up in the morning, and pretty early in the morning, you'll have a cup of tea or whatever, but then we will do stretching, and if it's an ab day, we'll do our abs, our core, and then we will do whatever weight thing we're on. So if it's chest and tris, we'll do chest and tris. And we kind of break it up like that because we can put more focus on chest and tris. The next day we're focused, so it's kind of more focus on a muscle group.
And it's really small chunks, so you never feel, oh my gosh, this is going to be hard, long, whatever. It's just a small chunk of stuff, and it's never overwhelming. Yeah. It's just like, oh, okay, we'll just knock this out. We'll be done in a few minutes, and it'll be great.
And there's so many different ways to lift weights. There's so many different routines. I mean, we do 3 sets of 12 reps on an exercise. So if I'm doing curls, I'll do 3 sets of 12 of that particular one. But it really, ideally, if you're in a gym, you could do 12 reps, and then you get a heavier weight, do 8 reps, get a heavier weight. There's so many different ways. There's people that do CrossFit. There's people there's so many different ways to strength train. So ours isn't anything special. Actually, ours is probably old school. We've been doing this for a long time, kind of creating our own thing. But
yeah, there's whatever is fun for you. Like if you can make it fun, or even if it's not fun, if it's doable. If you're like, I can do this every day, or I can do this, regularly.
And yoga is great.
Yeah,
that's a great strength thing. We don't really do that. We might do a little bit of it, but we have our system, and you can only do so much.
You have to be where you are. Like I'm 65, right? So I'm not going to go into a heavy duty yoga if I haven't been doing any of it, because you can really hurt yourself,
And so what we find is when we're doing these long trails, we're doing our weightlifting on our arms, our upper body. So when we get back, we start all the way over. We go really light. We start the exercise over. We start really, really light to start building and you build back up to where you were. And we have done that now. So to us, there's no perfect way. It's not like a certain formula. It's just finding what works for you and doing something. Something is better than nothing.
Yep.
And there's a lot of people that can, and we Google a lot of stuff, or YouTube stuff, and then we have this ab routine we do, but Annette was doing this 8-minute ab routine. I mean, you could find all kinds of stuff. The feet exercises we found on YouTube. I mean, we just kind of create and look for what we want, and if it works for us, we implement it. So we'll show you a brief thing of what we do, but keep in mind, we are in an RV. So we're making up exercise
that we can do lying on the, with the amount of space that we have.
And what we could carry with us. So we're at our friend's house right now, so we're in a house, but normally we are in, sometimes we'll go outside of the RV and lift our weights because we don't have enough room. And I mean, really, it's something that we have created. Yeah. People have asked for it, but I really feel like you could probably find something better.
Yeah, we don't think we're not pros. We're not like experts at this. This is just what we do to keep ourselves, which is pretty much, but that's what you can do. You can figure out, okay, well, what do I need to do, or what'll work for me?
And once we finished that Appalachian Trail, we did, people had asked what we did is for our stretching. And so we did do a whole video. So there is a video on how we stretch, we put a link to our feet exercises. So we've already done that. We didn't really show the weightlifting. We haven't really talked about that because we don't feel like...
I think we have at different points. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but not really talked about it. It's just kind of show blips of it. But there's so many things that's better than what we're doing out there. But I do think it's important. The other thing is we try to do good nutrition. We try to eat well and drink a ton of water. We're not perfect in any way, but we're always trying to just take care of ourselves, a whole picture of what we're doing. But our basic thing is just to keep a base, and so we're never totally out of shape.
I think more than like we're not trying to do weight loss. We're not trying to do any of that stuff. We're just trying to stay strong, specifically strong enough to do whatever that activity is that we want to do. But we're trying to stay strong as we age.
And we do feel like it prevents injuries. And I have to tell you that the more we do and have a formula where it's not extreme, we're not injuring ourselves and trying to stay in shape, we really are kind of gentle with ourselves. But we do a lot. But really it's to kind of prevent and I feel like I get stronger and less achy over the years. I haven't gotten worse. I haven't been out there doing all these big long things and now my body is falling apart. I feel like my body is better than it was before I started these long hikes. I mean, I really do, but I feel like that part of that is because we've kind of built up slowly and really kind of listen to ourselves and listen to our bodies. We just want to go out and have fun. So we don't want to start a trail totally out of shape because that's not fun.
It's not fun.
Plus we love it. So for us, we love it. We love being out. So anyway, we'll show you a little bit about what we do with our abs and our weightlifting.
Okay.
The first one we're going to do is this bench press. It's like a bench press, but it's with dumbbells. So we have the exercise ball, and Annette's just going to like press them up and back down.
You're just doing, and just start with a number of reps that are good for you.
Yep, and the light weight or whatever works. Yeah. And with the chest is the flies. It's like you're hugging a tree. So that's a chest exercise too. We do is just a push-up, like a countertop push-up. If we're on a picnic table, we kind of use it. We can use a bench somewhere, but that's another one we do. So then this is we did the chest ones, and now we're doing triceps. So Annette does an individual tricep. That's just kind of working her tri. The next one is a tricep where you just bring it right here and then back. So you're working the tricep here. So we do those.
Keep you from having bat wings.
So this one is just the two-hand tricep one. So that's day one. We do 3 sets on our chest, 3 on our tri. And Annette and I work together, so we just alternate. She does a tri, I do a chest, so we just go back and forth. And we do 3 sets of 12 on each one. So then the next one is back and bis the next day, day 2. So the first one is standing curls. So you're just working your biceps. Now in a gym, you could use the straight bar where you're doing the curls, but we have dumbbells, that's what we have. The next one is a sitting down curl, where you're just going like this. So you're working your bicep like this. This is a back exercise that we do with the kettlebell. It's just kind of a figure 8. Now, one thing you want to do is keep your back straight. You want to look forward. I mean, so a lot of the weightlifting is form. So a lot of times we don't use this. We have a bit like a little footstools in our RV, but I'm going to just use this now. It's not the best, but these are called rows. And you're just going to look forward, keep your back straight, and you're just pulling them up. And you're working this part here. So this is a back exercise too. And you're just bringing it in front of you and reaching back. It kind of works the lats. I like this one, it stretches you out. So we do push-ups on this day too. So wherever you find that works for you. So on shoulders and leg day, we actually have 4 shoulder exercises and 2 leg exercises. We do a lot of exercise on our legs, walking and biking, but this is just a shoulder exercise. You just go straight up. So this is a shoulder exercise number 2. And really, when you're doing free weights like this, you just don't want to be like bent over. You don't want to be like doing too much, where you're like, you just want to be straight and be able to
keep your knees bent.
Yeah, keep your knees bent. And you don't want to be straining too much. And this is using a kettlebell. And we just do the swings. And this is where you want to keep your back straight. And you're just kind of swinging that up like that. And that works your shoulders. And this one is just called the zipper. Again, it's with a kettlebell. We actually have 6 exercises we do on our shoulders. So this is the shrugs, which are just, you just bring your shoulders up to your ears. This is another shoulder exercise. You could do either one. You could either go straight out, or you can do these that's like you're pouring a pitcher. Whatever you're comfortable with. But it's working right there. It's working your shoulders. So we have a couple of exercises we do on our legs. And these are just doing calf raises. We hold the kettlebell and do our calf raises. The second one we do on our legs is the squats, and we're just using the kettlebell. So weights that we have and what we're using a big ball. We this is the kettlebell.
20.
It's a 20-pounder. These are 20-pounders. We have 15-pounders and 10-pounders, and that's kind of what we are using. So, but when you first start lifting, you go light. I mean, there's 3-pounders, there's 5-pounders, there's, you don't have to, you're working up. The biggest thing, like we said before, is form. Yeah. That kettlebell, when we started RVing and we were still at the Y, it was right before we retired, we took a class at the Y about how to use a kettlebell. And we then bought one and added that as part of our workout. That's kind of what we did with that. But that's our weightlifting. And we could change it up. You have a lot more options when you're at a gym. And like we said, we do 3 sets of 12 in each one of those. Day 3 is the shoulders and legs. I don't think we said that. So we do chest and tries one day, day 2 back and bis, and day 3 shoulders and legs, and then we just rotate it. So another piece of equipment we have is one of these exercise mats. We each have one of these. So these are our core exercises. Let me stand like this. All right, so we have a little weight. This is your upper abs that you're working. These 3 exercises. So this is exercise number 1 for the upper abs.
Okay.
Go ahead and show. So we do 25 of these. It's just kind of raising up. And then we do 25 of the next one, which you raise your legs up and do the same thing. And then we do 15 of the last one. Okay. And we do what they call the power burn, which then we'll do 15 of the first one, 15 of the second one, and then 10 of the last one. All right, so this is the lower abs. So we do heel touches, and we will do 25 of these. Working lower part of your abs. We do 25 of these, 15 of these on each arm. Just toe touches. Switch over, do 15 of these. And then when we do the power burn, we do 15 of these, 15 of these, and 10 of these on each one. The last exercises in the core is the obliques, which are your sides. And so we'll do 25 of like side twists like this. Then we do these, kind of a trunk twist type thing. We'll do 25 of those. We do side planks on each side, which are in a side plank position, but we kind of do a push-up like that. We do the power burn where you're standing up doing the, if you do 25 the first time, we do 15 the next. When we do 15 of a set, we'll do 10 for the power burn. But you're just kind of doing that. Now you can also do a plank, which is good for the core. There's several different ways to do planks, but that's a really good thing to do to strengthen your core.
Yeah, you do it like this.
We always really like this foam roller, and it's just good to kind of get your back rolled out. You can use it for your quads, your calves. So the foam roller we love.
Yeah, if you really, you can do your IT band with the foam roller, and if you have tight IT bands, you'll find out.
Oh yeah, it hurts. There's a lot of things you can do with that, just as part of a stretching and massaging and things like that. A recovery. It's a good recovery tool. So anyway, you guys, that's kind of what we do. And again, we're making up our own because we're usually in an RV, living in an RV. I would suggest getting somebody, if you haven't had weight training or that kind of strength training, get somebody to help you because it's so fun. It feels good, and then you could learn how to do it the right way because you really can injure yourself.
And repetition-wise, just start where you are. I mean, if you do 8 or 5 or whatever, and that feels like enough, then say, okay, well that's where I'm starting.
Yeah. And a lot of times gyms will have classes. I know the Y always had classes of for different people wanting to do different things. So I think there's a lot of resources out there, but just find what works for you. But anyway, if you have any questions, let us know. It's probably really boring, but people keep asking. Now, as far as the stretching and the feet exercises, we've done a video on that. So if you Google that, we've done that video. I think we did strength and stretching exercises from the Wonder Women or something like that. So anyway, that's that. So yeah.
Make it doable for yourself. Make it so that you're like almost looking forward to it, because it feels good after you're done. After you're done.
Hey, so we wanted to also tell you in our last video, we talked about we asked you guys to give us some feedback on setting up like this beverage fund that somebody had told us about. And so a lot of people told us about this Buy Me a Coffee app, which we've set up. We put it on our Facebook just to see how it worked and see if it was easy for people. And thank you to all the people that bought us a coffee, my gosh. But anyway, it was easy to use. That's for, when I say that, I'm going to put the link below. I think we have a QR code that I might try to put at the end of this video. I don't know if it'll work or not. But I like the app in that people can write a note and we can write a thank you back, which is nice because it's more of a personal, it feels more personal and connected. But as I talk about this, we don't need anything. We're not asking people to buy us anything. Trust me, we are good. But it is for the people who have asked and want to send something. We're trying to make it simple. So
I gotta take this shirt off. Just a little bit of showing you just a few. I'm like cooking.
Anyway, we'll put that link below. All right. Check in later. Looks like a muddy mess right here. Ooh-wee. Wow. Annette and I have been babysitting. We've been really lucky. We had the opportunity to babysit somebody for a week, and I'm gonna introduce you to our sweet.
She's a foodie. She's kind of a sous chef. She's got a lot of talent.
She likes to have fun. She likes to relax.
Play cards.
She likes to party. She's a lot of fun. Okay, this is Charlotte. We've been babysitting for a week. There she is. She's kind of camera shy, and she always turns her head when we have the camera on her. But she's so cute. I don't know why she's so camera shy, but she always turns her head like that. Anyway, look at her. She's the best. She's the best. I love her. Oh my gosh. Charlotte is 13 years old, and she's just awesome. We've been gifted a whole week with Charlotte. Our lives are much better. Huh, Nettie?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Little dog love. Dog love.
She doesn't like the camera much, but everything else she loves. All right.
You got us thought.
No, I'm just sending him a card.
Hey, you girls.
Hey. I'm just sending him a sign up. So.
Right on time.
Does me have a pen?
Yes.
So that's kind of
We're getting the route info for RAGBRAI 2023.
Based on my analysis, that's a prediction.
Oh, that's a prediction.
Was took across Iowa, and of the 300 who set out, 114 pedaled each day to reach the Mississippi.
Yeah.
RAGBRAI Expo will be in Sioux City. Day 1, Storm Lake. Day 2, Carroll. Day 3, Ames. Day 4, Des Moines. Day 5, Tama, Toledo.
It's gonna
Day
be hard.
6, Coralville. Day 7, Davenport. This is your route for RAGBRAI 50. 500 total miles and 16,549 feet of climb, making it the 6th longest and the 6th steepest.
6th longest and the steepest.
Why?
Thank you.